All right. I just watched Castlevania Netflix Noctrune Season 2. And what do I think? Between Season 1 and Season 2, Season 2 is the better of the two because Season 1 is a build-up, Season 2 is the payoff. In between the original Netflix series and Nocturne, which is better, the original's better. It's just, I think it's just the story is all, and the characters. Now, a little bit about myself. I am contemporary to the NES games of Castlevania. I've played all of the Castlevanias that are related to the Netflix series, 1, 2, 3, Super Castlevania. Technically, those aren't related. Simon, he wasn't in any of these stories. I would suppose that would probably be the next if they were going to do a spin-off of this one as well, something related to Simon Belmont. But no, I played Symphony of the Night. A lot of them I haven't played. A lot of them I have played. I mean, if there's anything to criticize, is that the music's not there. The main theme will play one time at the most important part of one of the final episodes, but there's tons of good music from Castlevania. And the battle sequences to all of these, to all of the episodes are really awesome. That's probably the selling point. And would I come back and watch another season of Castlevania? Yeah, I'd watch another season of Castlevania. Would I rewatch the same old one that I just watched? Probably not, except for the action scenes. They were freaking awesome. Add some music and they're even better. Basically, yeah, just get a YouTuber who can dub some music from the original Castlevanias over the fight scenes here, and then it's going to be instantly better. So one thing, okay, yeah, Juiced Belmont. That's the one game that I didn't play, actually. This is the one with Juiced. And wasn't he in Japan or something? It's just the idea of Dracula's castle appearing in Japan, to me, right off the bat. I'm sure it has some really good reason for it and something that's very compelling. But to me, I think, the developers of Japan, they just want Castlevania over there. It didn't make a lot of sense. Like, hey, I'm from Alabama. Bring Dracula down here. I'll get him to sink his fangs into some of our sweet potato pie. Woo-hoo! You know, like, I don't care. I don't care that it's not where I'm at. I'm not sure why the Japanese people felt the need to put Castlevania in Japan. They already got Godzilla. I think they're kind of being hogs, but whatever. Okay, on to the things that I kind of disagreed with in general. The Belmont family are this group of vulgar people who yet also fight vampires. Now, I feel like the people who made Castlevania hate God or Jesus and Christianity. If you look at the original Netflix series, you can see the same thing, where they just don't really give any reverence to God. And in the games, that's not the same. It's Japanese people who made the games, and they're at least using the mystical form of Christianity, which is the cross will kill a vampire, and the power of God can kill Dracula, and these kinds of things. This is everything related to Jesus is Dracula's weakness, like the thorn whip. What's the thorn made out of? It's made out of the crown of thorns, or the same kind of thorns that Jesus wore on his head, and that's the reason that it's used against vampires. In the very beginning of Castlevania 3, what do you see Trevor doing? He's praying to God. Leon Belmont, one of his most famous pictures is him with a whip praying to God. Richter, in the game, he used Bibles, and there's crosses busting out of the ground and flying around him as he's levitating and stuff. At least, I think, respect the mystical form of Christianity, because they've respected everything else. Isaac, I'm going to get into this race swapping stuff later. Isaac was a Muslim, and they at least respected the Allah, the Islamic portion of what his new character on the other series believed. Annette, they changed her as well to this African lady, and she has her gods and stuff like that, and they at least gave some kind of reverence to her ancestors and her gods. But when it comes to Christianity, it seems that the viewpoint of the creators of the Netflix Castlevania series just have nothing but disdain for Christ, for Christianity, and why? I get it. They probably don't have a good personal experience in church or with the American culture regarding church and those kinds of things. But, I mean, the thing that really got me was I understand that there's evil people in the church, but in season 2 of the original Netflix series, the evil priest who got killed by a demon was brought back up, and then he blessed the waters. Zombie priest, bless the waters. So he goes out and he touches water as a demonic zombie, and it blesses them, and then all of the vampires that touch these waters burn up in flames. That's not how it's going to work. Do you think... Okay, so during his life, he was not really a holy man. Do you think that now that he's been brought back as a reanimated demonic zombie, that he's actually going to have the authority of God to bless the waters? No. What the heck? Also, yeah, in season 3, they tried to turn Alucard to a bisexual guy. And, I mean, no, anybody watching is like, what are you doing to my heroes, man? And they're trying to get into DEI. They're trying to be diverse, and they want to pander to the LGBTQ, and that's the reason that they race swapped Isaac. He's is he black? I can't remember. He's a brown guy. They race swapped Annette. She's not a white chick anymore. Now she's brown, and I'm tired of the race swapping. I'm not against characters being black. I'm not against characters being brown. All of that's fine. What I'm against is race swapping. Disney takes Ariel and turns her black. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles take April. They turn her black. Now Castlevania took Annette, turned her black. What? And again, I don't have any problem with black characters. I have a problem with you taking a pre-existing character and changing them completely to where they're not just not the same character. Now, a lot of these people are up for interpretation. Like, what was Maria actually like? Let's turn her into an angst teenager who's going through a dark phase and then goes back into the light and that kind of deal. Okay, that's fine, because the games didn't really have a whole ton of story. But as a fan of the original Castlevania, the games, I kind of expect that the little bit of material that you give these guys, you at least try to follow that and then build off of, instead of just completely flipping, completely. So if there is going to be a Nocturne Season 3, I would assume that they would try to bring back Dracula. I mean, that's what the other games are all about, is Dracula. It's like Brentalfrost says, Drac appears every 100 years to cry his bloody tears. And I haven't been seeing a whole lot of Drac in these Castlevania Netflix series. So maybe we're going to be seeing some of that in the future. So, again, yes, I would watch a Season 3 if there was a Season 3. Oh, God. Yeah, I forgot. Gay priest. Again, all right, so you got... is it Mizrak? Mizrak is apparently the bodyguard, or what, the side dude of the priest that's in here, who again is also an evil guy, because if he's a preacher, he's got to be evil, or if he's a pastor, he's got to be evil. So they turned him gay, and not just gay, but gay with vampires, with demons, and to me it's a little bit far of a stretch. Why? Why do that? It's just when you go into sort of an unbelievable or unacceptable sort of realm. Again, I'm okay with there being gay people with vampires and stuff like that. But when you take a character who's supposed to be way far off into this direction, at least attempting to be righteous, and suddenly he's not just having gay sex, but gay sex with a vampire demon, it just doesn't really seem as believable. And yeah. Anyway, yeah. What do you think? Did you like the series? Do you think they're going to do another one? Do you think that they need to do another one? Would you watch it if they did?